Hello and welcome back, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to look at picking this bad boy, big lump of steel, this one, and this is of course the Chubb Battleship. Always get it mixed up, Chubb Battleship, Chubb Cruiser. So I think it's a 6-lever padlock, and so we're going to use to pick it. I've got a couple of homemade tools there. So this is a 1.4mm pick wire sandwiched between these big washers, and the tip on this has been thinned down to about 1mm, just over 1mm. And then the tensioner is a cut down key, so taking off about half of the diameter of the key, the shaft of the key. I'm sure there's a more technical name for it than that, but that's what I'm calling it. And that just sits in my little tensioning nut and bolt washer tensioner. We just get that hand tight, and that should be enough to get tension in it. So if I pop him in, I put a little bit of tension on it, and I'm going to, because that tensioning tip just there, when you rotate it, is behind the lever pack, and I'm going to pull it out, and that compresses the lever pack and in theory makes it easier to pick. Let's see if that's true then. So I'll go down to the back and just feel in for anything that's binding, anything that gives me any indication that I'm heading in the right direction. Not putting too much tension on this. I feel like I overset lever 1 then. I'm just going to go off the tension, go back on again, and we'll start again. I found that when picking the lever locks that I've picked so far anyway, they tend to open up quite quick when they're going to open up. So if I don't feel anything going on in the first minute or so, I'm not afraid to just let the tension off. Just reset it and start again. See, once again, I'm not really feeling much in there. Let's try third time lucky. There we go, we've got a bit of movement straight away on that tensioner, which tells me we might be in a false gate or an anti-pick lever, but in my experience, they can be picked out of, if that's what they are, in these Chubb Battleships. So we'll carry on. Just give each lever just a little wiggle, and there we go. We got him open. Have I turned my tensioner too far? Yes, I have. I find that if you just turn it a few degrees, enough to get the shackle open, you can turn this back, but if you turn it past that point, it kind of gets stuck in there, and the only way out of it is to just disassemble the tensioner, which isn't too much difficulty, but then these kind of get stuck in here. I think when there we go, got that one out, wasn't too bad. Sometimes they seem to get stuck in there really badly. When I got this one, it was really kind of quite dusty and crusty inside, so I sprayed a bit of WD-40 on it, and ever since then it's kind of been leaking this goop. I have found that since I've been picking lever locks, everything's a lot more dirty than with pin tumblers. They're always dirty and rusty, but that doesn't take away from the fun. So yeah, we got that one picked. That wasn't too bad at all. So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Stay safe. You thought I was gone, but I came back. I just wanted to add something to the video actually. So I haven't been picking levers that long, and I bought this. This was the first Chubb Battleship that I bought. And I could not get it open, but at the time I couldn't get any of my levers open, but I started getting a few of them open, but I still couldn't get this one open. It seems to fall into false gates, and I can't seem to recover from it, so I reset and I keep picking it, and despite trying quite a few times, I've not been able to get it open. And then I spotted these two separately on eBay and I couldn't resist them. So this one came, and after about 5 minutes of playing with it, I did manage to get it open. But I did find that it was, although it was quite a lot easier than that one in that I could get it open. And I did get it open a few times, but since then that one's kind of eluded me. This one, however, after I lubed it, was actually a lot easier than both of them. I think it goes to show that even though you've got three of the same lock, I'm sure these were manufactured in different years and they've had different lives, some harder than others perhaps, and obviously key bittings are different. I just wanted to point out that they're vastly different as far as picking experience goes. Getting opens on them. I'd certainly say that this one's hard. Since I've not opened it, this one's like a medium, and this one is easy in comparison to the other two. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. Not all locks are equal, and if you do buy a particular padlock and you're struggling picking it, but you really want to conquer that particular padlock, that particular brand of model of padlock, it's worth getting another one or maybe a couple of them and just getting an overall experience of that type of lock. So yeah, that's my little bit of advice for today. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.